Hey everybody, it's Val from Autistic Interpretations. It's time for another Q&A. In today's Q&A, I'm going to answer the question, do I get overwhelmed and how do I cope with being overwhelmed? This was a question that I received from a follower a long while back. And today just seems like a really good time to answer this question. So, yes, I get overwhelmed frequently. And I don't have some magical advice or system to share with you about how I deal with or, how I manage it, or I don't have a secret formula. What I do, first of all, is withdraw. It's just what I've always done. I get quiet. I want to be by myself. I want to get my thoughts straight in my head. And if you've been following me for a long time, there have probably been times where you have seen me get kind of quiet in terms of producing videos or commenting on videos or just being present. When or if you've ever noticed me personally kind of disappearing a little bit, most likely it's because I'm overwhelmed. That's what I do. It's almost like going into a cave or hiding. So right now, I'm sitting in my car because I'm at my other house. I'm at my house that I'm still trying to get ready to sell. I still have some projects that need to be addressed. I still have a little bit of packing to do. And I'm feeling overwhelmed about all of that. I'm feeling overwhelmed about boxes everywhere in the other house, boxes in the garage. And some of it's stuff that I don't want to unpack and then repack to move again. Because, our current living situation is temporary. We will be moving to a different house. And so there's just some things that can stay boxed up because there's nowhere to put it. I mean, I don't have anywhere to put a lot of my stuff. There's just not space. So I'm going to get a storage room. I'm going to finish packing. I'm going to move stuff to a storage space to get it out of the way. But, just like all of it together. And, I don't know, everything seems unsettled because we're in this interim situation, but we're in this situation because the idea of trying to sell my house while we're still in it seemed impossible because, for a couple of reasons specifically, one mainly being Jessica and, her routine and trying to get the house cleaned up and ready and in the right state to put it up for sale with us all still being there, and the interruption to her routine or schedule or saying, oh, hey, we need to get out of the house, somebody's going to come see it, and that just all seemed impractical. And then the other thing, of course, is the poodles, and same thing, but also, the timing just seemed right to try to finish things up to get it on the market instead of dragging it out a little bit longer. So, how do I cope with being overwhelmed? What do I do to manage being overwhelmed when I get like this? I do like to be by myself. And that can be achieved since I have Marlow to help with Jessica, and they can continue their routine and do their own thing. And I have established a space in Campbell's house where I can be by myself and do my work, do my laundry, watch TV, watch a movie, whatever. I've got a good space there to do that. Although I do have constant interruptions. I need a sign for my door. So I can do that. I can get in my car and go for a drive. And it depends on the time of the day of the week and all that. So that's one thing I can do is I can get out and being by myself. But, it's not like I really want to go do anything specific. It's just like seeking alone time and peace and quiet and serenity and being somewhere where nobody's going to ask me for something for a little while. Another thing that helps me when I'm feeling overwhelmed is to make a list and work on a list. Whether it's a list of a long term, I need to do this, 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 and this before I can sell the house, or if it's a list like what are the things I need to have together when I go see my realtor. Just anything that where I can create some structure and make progress on that structure helps me when I'm feeling overwhelmed. Another thing that happens when I'm overwhelmed, I'm like everybody else and I lose my cool. I'm impatient. I snap at people. I slam doors. I think that's one reason why I like to be by myself when I'm feeling overwhelmed, because I don't want to be short with people. I don't want to slam doors, and I don't want to grumble and all that. So I kind of get by myself so I don't have to subject other people to that too often. But even though I have help with Jessica on a regular basis, I also have a lot of responsibility for Jessica when Marlow's not on the clock. Sometimes my mood doesn't match what I need to be doing. But I do the things with Jess anyway because it's important to her. It's part of the schedule. It's part of the routine. It's something I've promised her that we would do. And so I do it. But I can do it with a smile and a, friendly tone in my voice, but also inwardly be like about it because I have so many other things I want to do. Even if those things I want to do happen to be watch a movie, relax, have downtime and relax. So anyway, yes, the answer to the question, do I get overwhelmed? Yes, all the time. And how do I handle being overwhelmed? I don't handle it well. I mean, I guess I'm assuming I'm like most people in terms of how I handle or manage being overwhelmed. And it passes, and then I'm okay. And one of the things and this is one of the things when I'm overwhelmed, I remind myself it's temporary, it'll pass. It's temporary, it'll pass. What we're trying to accomplish here at this house to get ready, it'll pass. I'll get it done, it'll pass. We'll sell the house, and that's one more thing off my back. So it's progress every day. As long as we're making a little progress towards something every day, that helps me with not being overwhelmed or not being as overwhelmed, or it helps me get over some little hump or something. So anyway, that's just me. That's the real me. Overwhelmed, at times, just like everybody else. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. And I will answer the best that I can. I hope to get back to doing more Q&As soon. I will post somewhere, maybe in stories, and try to get suggestions on Q&As that people would like for me to do. And I'd like to be able to do at least one a week. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Bye.